What is going on, guys? Reseller Tom here. Today we're doing another store review. If you want your store reviewed, let me know what your store is down in the comments down below, and I will pick one of you guys. But today we are going to be reviewing Technsports. This is probably the best clothing, well, it is the best clothing store on eBay. Pretty sure he hit #1 as like the top rated guy when it comes to clothing. Pre-owned clothing. So this is one of the best models that you really want to look into and kind of model. And I do a lot of store roasts, and I talk about how people mess up on their angles, their lighting, and their titles. This is a store that is 10 out of 10 easily a 10 out of 10. Really good store here. And so we're going to kind of do a store review here and kind of go over everything that the store is doing right, what is doing wrong potentially. But there's very little that's wrong, if not pretty much anything. It's literally, you can't really get better than this store. And, 100% feedback, 312,000 sold, 19,000 followers, just a monster of a store, just my favorite store. And the best store on eBay pretty much for used clothing. And so right off the bat, very streamlined professional photos. You can tell it's just in the same spot, same position. Everything is pretty much straight on. Everything is streamlined to the max. And a lot of the stores, that are brand new, all their photos look like they're in different locations, different angles. If you really want to become a professional, then you really have to get a straight on photo. So like, obviously they kind of messed up here. I know it's not just one person, it's kind of a team, but the angle's a little bit off here, angle's a little off here compared to what they usually do, which is a straight on angle here. Like, how they lay it out flat with no wrinkles, it just looks very presentable. How they have like the long sleeve, like it just looks really good. It's pretty perfect, like the just like how straight on it is, like the angle of the photo and just the centering of the item in the square that they use is just fantastic. And this is exactly what I try to do with my listings. Yes, this one's a little bit off and stuff, but for the most part, it's very streamlined. You can tell it's the same background on all of them. The reason why like sometimes the background looks different is because if there's blue, it kind of throws off the camera. But for the most part, I mean, everything's very well lit, like perfect lighting here, like really good lighting. This is like top-notch lighting, and it's way better than my lighting. And it's great lighting. So even with hats, like just good lighting, it's centered, everything looks really good. And this person, I believe, does $2 million gross on eBay minimum. They may do more. I know they were selling like $250 a day, and they're kind of scaling back. But titles are absolutely perfect. So Nike shirt. So the only difference between what this store does and what I do is they also sell a lot of vintage. So when you're doing vintage stuff, instead of the gender, vintage people like to put adult just because it could incorporate, unisex. But it's pretty much the same structure that I do. They just put the actual gender at the very end. I personally like putting the gender right here, but you could really do whatever you want. But Nike shirt, adult, which I would put men's, large, blue is the color, blue-gray is they're describing the color. And then the keywords that they use: pro combat, long sleeve, lightweight, gym, men's. It's literally the same exact title that I do for my channel. And this is a very good page to monitor. And if you're going to like take things from the store, buy something from the store, because like they're giving out a lot of value here. And there's really not much to criticize in a store like this. They're top rated. Let's look at their condition description. I'm pretty sure they're very thorough with their condition description, which is something that we can all learn from. We got an offer decline here because they lowballed me on a Mountain Hardwear book bag, which is like a very expensive book bag, and they like sent an offer for like $10. So Abercrombie and Fitch shirt, adult medium, white blue button up, long sleeve men's, and then this is like their SKU system, I believe. But as you can see, their condition description is way better than mine. I just have a standard thing that I use. Theirs is way better than mine. Has some spots on the front, good use condition, check below for the full description and photos. Has some spots on the front. So like, you know, they're can you even see the spots a little bit? So like they're very thorough with their condition description, and I know this person has very little returns because they're so accurate in their condition description that people know exactly what to expect. And this person doesn't use an iPhone. They use like a very standard like little camera. I'm pretty sure they use like a Canon. It's like a very cheap Canon, but the reason why it's so good is because A, it's reliable. It has an SD card. They just pop it in their computer, and it's very reliable. Like with AirDrop, like sometimes it messes up, and it's very like true to what it actually looks like, and that's why they get very little returns. Like when you have an iPhone or a DSLR, it's gonna make it look way better. So then when the customer actually gets it, they're like, "What is this?" Like the photo. The last thing you want is the customer to be like, "Whoa, like this doesn't look anything like the photos." So when they take their photos, they do it very true to form. So then when the person gets the item, they're like, whoa, this is even better than the photos. That's really where you want to get to, is under promise and over deliver. And that's what this page does, is they under promise and over deliver. So like, for instance, like the lighting right here is not as good as this. Like this is just very well lit. It's centered. It's good condition description, very good price. They overprice a little bit, but that's because they're so like reputable. They do a 33% store-wide coupon. And so, yeah, they also do a lot of hats too, just very centered. Centered hat here. It's the same streamlined background for all their hats. It's not like a new location for every single hat photo. You can tell it's just the same. And they don't try to like, if something has defects, like they will, like you can clearly see it. They don't try to like make it look better than it they don't try to make it look better than it actually is. This can very good condition. I mean, I wouldn't really consider this very good condition. It seems like they maybe messed up right there, but for the most part, they're pretty true to very good condition. That's a little iffy right there. I don't know if that's great condition, but I know for sure their clothing has some discoloration under the arms. So this is what I'm talking about. Like they will put in things that like you wouldn't really want to mention, because they could deter customers. But the reason why this account does so good is because they're so transparent with pretty much everything, that like shirt is in very good condition. Yeah, it looks like it is. It doesn't look horrible. I mean, has some spots on the front. Yeah, you can see that a little bit. So like they're very honest, and if you want to become a master eBay person, you really want to be as honest as possible in that condition description. So that's very advanced, right? So once you have the lighting and the square format and the centering and the perfect SEO titles, the next best thing obviously is really getting good and being thorough with your condition description. They have very good shipping, and this is very important. I don't talk about this enough, but they have flat rate $5.95 shipping, which is great. And they have free 60-day returns, which is the best in the industry, because Amazon's only like 30-day free returns. They have 60-day free returns on. That's what I have too for my store. Good item specifics. They have a little script here. This is what I do for mine too. I will ship the item out USPS first class, 2 to 3 day mail with tracking number confirmation. I ship out every day, so expect a quick delivery. Feel free to ask any questions you may have. I answer most questions instantly. So very good customer service. And yeah, this is just a really good store. They're really on top of it. And yeah, this is a store that does minimum $2 million gross per year. So this is an example of what to do. And then I also have content on my channel on what not to do. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and take a look at those videos. I also come to you guys every day with what sold videos. I also come every day with like thrift hauls, pretty much eBay tips on how to get more sales. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe. And most importantly, make sure you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. We will see you guys very soon. Peace.